Great. We're here live in Dubai with my very good friend, my brother from another mother, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. You are someone that, I'll probably use the word, you're very, very, very fast and quickly becoming the African volcano.
I didn't see that coming. African
Volcano. Because
Okay.
you're doing so massive, you're doing so massively and doing so many big things. You're putting back Africa, Nigeria on the world map. This is something that is not very, very common. And I'm just going in the office. I literally earlier showed people, how this place looks like.
Yeah.
And your real estate journey started from literally the true grass to grace story. Now you built multi-million dollar property empire across Nigeria, Dubai, the UK. You just bought acres of land in America. So most of my audience would have actually listened to you first already because we did a podcast together.
We did. And I love your podcast.
Thank you so much. And so they know the story. But what I really want to focus on first is I'm going to touch back on the story just quite a little bit, and then we're going to really focus on you hosting the former president of Nigeria tomorrow and other distinguished guests. I've just basically flew in. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
I'm so humbled.
You're welcome.
And we also got the big one coming in September, so I'm going to reserve that till later.
Yes.
So, Doctor, just very quickly, just give us some little words around your humble beginnings of the journey of the extraordinary person that has become the African volcano, as I mentioned at the beginning of this.
I like that title. African Volcano. Well, I want to thank you for having me here and amazing guys you have. So I'm Stephen Akintayo. I started our business 14 years ago. With just $10 in Nigerian naira. It's called 1,000 Nigerian naira at that time. And we were a bulk SMS company. We used to then later evolve into a digital marketing company. And 2015 we went into real estate, and we specialize in buying the dirt and then building estates around it. And it's been an amazing journey so far. But beyond that, I had strong passion because I started from campus even before I started business, was inspiring people, speaking and organizing events and conferences. So even though I do real estate now, I've added that as well to be able to inspire and have people talk and host great people, great minds who can share. We're hosting President Obasanjo. A lot of people say, hey, but maybe he's part of the problem. And I say, yeah, but he's still the best of the worst, right? I mean, his government in the 8 years of 1999 till now is still the most progressive government we've had since return to democracy. So you want to hear from him, particularly when it comes to the public sector. And we that were in business, sometimes we act as though we're immune to politicians. We act as if we're immune to policies and government policies. And as your business gets to a point, you get noticed. Certain things become very important.
Absolutely.
I just received a call from somebody in the government here in Dubai, and we got talking, and they were telling me, oh, we know you have an office here, we know you have a trade license in events. And I was like, oh boy, they've done all their research, right? So if you come into a place and say, oh, it's Dubai, they don't know me, right? Except your business is not big enough. As it gets to a point, structure yourself at that level in business.
Yes.
When you become somebody that government people are just putting their eye on you. What do you need to do? How do you even repackage the things you do so that people understand there's a lot of credibility and legitimacy to yourself and what you do? Because sometimes these things are just perspective, perception. Because sometimes people say, okay, if he's indeed that big, how come no people from his country associating with him? Something's wrong somewhere.
Absolutely.
Right, so we want to have that conversation with our people, and that's why we put the event together. Let somebody who's run government as a military, as a democratic person, share with you how your business can move to the in the digital age, how you even lead. Because politicians handle more complexities
Absolutely.
in leadership, because they are dealing with different people, different culture. We in business, we just, hey, I want it this way. Everybody just follow you.
Yeah.
And you think you're great as a leader. You're not.
True.
Right? In politics, you deal with different people. There are people who are even richer than you, the president, and you have to find a way to still interact with them and deal with them. And these are some of the things hopefully we'll be able to estray and learn from the former president. I'll also give perspective from the business aspect of this conversation, but it's going to be great, and welcome.
Thank you so much. I think one of the things I learned about your story, I'm so much intrigued by, is how an honorary guy from Maiduguri, one of the most remote area of Maiduguri, transitioned
ravaged by war now.
Can imagine.
Boko Haram.
Yeah, how does someone like that, go from literally nothing into becoming a billionaire? Into becoming impacting life, into becoming, like you said, business is about perception. And also, not just perception, is also, if you say you're so successful enough, how come the people in where you come from, government-wise, are not interacting with you? As you grow in business, you mentioned this is something that's quite vital. And people, probably those watching or listening right now might say, "Oh, what does this got to do with business?" It's got everything to do with business.
Everything. I laugh at times when people on social media say, "Face your business. Don't talk about politics." I'm like, you don't understand, right? Okay? I'll give you an example. Here in Dubai, the biggest enterprise is called Emma. Emma is a semi-government enterprise. And it's the biggest. Nobody has the kind of money. Emma is into e-commerce. Emma has the largest real estate, everything.
Yeah.
When you look at the chairman of Emma and how the dynamic of how he's able to run his business, even though a huge percentage of that is owned by the government, you now understand how powerful government can be. In fact, in Dubai today, the most powerful entity is Emma.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, Emma runs like government. You cannot fly drone without their permission. The whole of downtown, you can't do certain things without Emma. Emma gives, not government, not UAE government, Emma.
Wow.
As a company, gives you permission to either use a camera, to do this, to do that. They're big. So, as you grow bigger in business, particularly those of us who are into real estate, you need to know that the owner of a land is the lord of the land, is the lawgiver of the land.
Yeah.
Right? Determine